your metabolism slows down with age.
Does your metabolism actually slow down as we age? This is likely the best study that we have on this topic. The results found that between the ages of 0 and 1, our energy expenditure accelerates rapidly and begins to decline slowly throughout childhood and adolescence until we get to approximately 20 years old. And between the ages of 20 and 60, our metabolic rate stays essentially the same. And it isn't until around the age of 60 that our metabolic rate begins to decline, at which point it reduces by about 0.7% per year, meaning that at the age of approximately 90, our total energy expenditure is about 26% lower. If we look closer, there are a few main components of our metabolism: our basal metabolic rate, which is the amount of calories that we burn simply just sitting there; non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is the amount of physical activity that we do throughout the day that is not in the form of structured exercise, such as things like thinking, breathing, and tapping your foot; the thermic effect of feeding, which is the amount of calories that we expend simply metabolizing the food we consume; and our exercise activity thermogenesis, which is the amount of calories we burn during exercise. An easy way to subcategorize this is tissue metabolism and physical activity metabolism. As you can see, tissue metabolism is essentially identical between the ages of 20 and 60 and begins to decline slowly after that. But the amount of calories that we burn through physical activity begins to decline around the age of 40, which appears to be the driver of a decrease in energy expenditure as we approach the age of about 40, and maybe one of the underlying reasons, along with an increase in food intake, that may be driving weight gain after the age of 40. But this means that it is absolutely under our control, because it isn't our basal metabolic rate, which we have almost no control over, that's declining. Rather, it's simply an imbalance between our physical activity and our energy consumption. Therefore, if your metabolic rate is declining as you age, unless it occurs after the age of 60, it almost assuredly is not a reduction in your basal metabolic rate, but simply a reduction in your physical activity and an imbalance between your physical activity and your food intake. With that being said, if you would like an individualized approach to nutrition and lifestyle to optimize your health, energy, and body composition, send me a DM to sign up for a consultation.